Yeah. Hi, I'm Goosewire. I like to draw and do a lot of art. And I just thought that I should start recording some art. I got nothing better to do, so it sounds fun too. You know what I mean? It's not just because I got nothing better to do. It sounds fun. So I like to draw really quickly. You know, it's my main thing. Um, I'll go into like my tactics for doing because I used to draw really slow. You know what I mean? And if anyone wants to learn how to draw fast, like I'm your guy. No, but like I do have some tips and tricks for like stuff like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, I was like thinking like, hey, it'd be fun kind of draw because I sometimes draw live on Instagram, right? But that but the thing is, not many people join, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, of course, like not everybody's gonna drop their hats to watch me draw like a little picture of a dog or something. You know what I mean? So that makes sense. You know what I mean? But I'm just thinking like I want there to be like a kind of a almost like a time capsule kind of a thing, because that's how it was for my old channel. I'll probably talk about it later. Um, yeah, that it was my old username online. It was called Cyromantic or something. No, not or something. I know it was Cyromantic. I don't even remember what it was. Do something in the past. This is something I always do. Like whenever it's like this kind of angle where it's the 3/4 like angle of a face, I always make the nose a little curvy like that, and I just like to extend the eyebrow up to there to make it look like a little tiny angry eyebrow. With this one, I go like that, or I go like that. You know what I mean? But rarely is he ever just like relaxed, because that just doesn't look right to me. I don't know why, but I like the way it looks like when he's like angry on one side, and the other he's like, huh? You know what I mean? He's like confused. Yeah. Now we're cooking. One thing that I can safely say, this is not a tip video by the way. That will be probably later on. You know what I mean? Is like looking at the big picture in the sense of like, because I see a lot of artists where they, oh my god, no way. The record button is literally the record button was over like the tools to like up here, the navigator, so you can like zoom in and stuff. I was about to talk about that too, you know what I mean? But so I had to stop recording, and I wanted to see how the audio was, and I'm glad I did, because I went into, I don't know, I'm pretty high tech, you know, so I edit in Movie Maker, and you know, the pre-installed stuff in Microsoft. I thought for a long time I thought they deleted Movie Maker, which they did, but they replaced it with a different program called Movie Editor or Video Editor. Anyway, I miss Movie Maker, not just for nostalgic purposes. I just knew how to use that program better. But anyway, that's besides the point. The capture for me recording, the little button that says, "Hey, you can record. Stop recording." It was over here, and for some reason, whenever I turn on record, it doesn't let me move. It's like as if it's made of fucking vibranium or some shit. But yeah. I was about to go into like my process, I guess, for. Oh yeah, my tip. Okay, sorry. Yeah, like I said, I took a teeny break to see how the audio was, and the audio was crap. So I'm glad I did that. The audio, you know. But yeah. I like how as I'm recording, I got famous all of a sudden. Of course I'm joking. Uh, just a lot of people started texting me at once, and I never record, and people never text me, so it's very funny to me. Um, anyway, so that's besides the point. I kind of want this guy to have a crooked nose. You know what I mean? Oh, but yeah, my process, right? I keep hinting at this process, but I never talk about it. But basically, it's the big picture, right? Because a lot of artists they use this, and they just like zoom in and they draw like that. They focus on the eye for 20 minutes. The thing is like, then if you like go back, you have to do. That's why people, they talk about the dreaded other eye. You know what I mean? To where it's like, I don't want to draw the other eye because I spent so much time on the other one. But if you do everything kind of evenly, you know what I mean? There won't be a dreaded eye. It'll just be an eye. You know what I mean? And of course, once you're detailing stuff, you have to like go into, I guess. But I guess that's where I'm different. Yeah, I'm just kind of different, man. No, I mean as in like my style isn't detailed in the sense of like realism. You know what I mean? So it's because I'm very cartoony, as you can see. I really don't like too much realism. I like basing my stuff off realism, of course. You know what I mean? That's what every cartoony style basically is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I consider myself to be cartoony. I'm kind of a cartoony type of guy, if that makes sense. I hope it does. I draw it. But so yeah, like the way I kind of draw, right, is I like starting off with faces. They're very fun to draw because I think faces. Although okay, I was about to say I like how faces can be different. You know what I mean? But a lot of the time I draw the same kind of structure for a face. Very sunken in cheekbones, very defined, like whatever this mouth line is right there. But yeah, I don't know what that's called. Is that part of the cheekbones? Probably. But it's very fun to draw those lines. So I like to draw characters with those kind of features. You know, like I just find it really satisfying to make them kind of more aged as I draw onto it, because it's more lines to put on paper, or in this case on canvas, or no, on computer. Yeah, more lines to put on computer. That's fun. I like that. Like in lines on my computer. But yeah, as you can see, my main strategy. I keep saying so my main strategy is like sculpting. Is like what I like to call it, I guess. But it literally is using by like, so you draw like a square, right? Kind of chisel in what you want, and you add what you need. Like I'm gonna add this chin, chisel out for the jawline right there, chisel in right here, and then add right here and chisel right there. Add some of that, bam, 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 bam. And you got a little guy. Look how happy. See? He's like, yeah, this now, thanks. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Now you lie. Yeah. But that's like my main strategy, and I think that's the funnest way to draw. You know what I mean? Because for me, the reason why I have to draw fast, you know what I mean? I have to, you know what I mean? And if I don't draw fast, is I'll get bored with the draw with the drawing I'm not even joking, I'll get bored with it very fast, you know what I mean? So I have to constantly keep making like a new idea to keep me motivated for the drawing I'm drawing, you know what I mean? I have to be pumped about it enough to where I'm liking the drawing. Yeah, a drawing could last hours sometimes, you know what I mean? But like when it gets to the hour point, I have to be really enjoying the process. And I do enjoy the process, but I have to be really enjoying the process of the characters I'm making and see how it's going, see that's improving. You know what I mean? Like to see that's going somewhere. I mean, and if it's just like I'm just keep sketching like the same square over and over, I'll be like, okay, yeah, that literally that'll ruin my day. Nothing ruins my day more than like trying to draw. You know what I mean? And just not being able to make anything that I'm not only proud of, but I'm just like, because when I draw, I don't do it because I want to. I don't hear a lot of artists saying why they draw. You know what I mean? I do it because I want to see a cool picture that I know that I made. You know what I mean? I know it's kind of like a narcissistic thing, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out in a couple of years probably. But I just I like looking at something and being like, hey, that's pretty cool. I made that. You know what I mean? It's a nice feeling of accomplishment. I know you shouldn't kiss your own ass when you're doing work. You should be going on to your next project or whatever. But I think it's fun and gives me kind of motivation to go on to the next one. Like I'm like, hey, this was pretty good. I want to try that again. You know, I can get little details I like, turn that drawing, put it to a new character, and then it just keeps evolving from there. You know what I mean? So that's why I draw. You know, I just like looking at pictures. I've always liked looking at pictures. Even in like books I used to read, like I really, cause there was like this book series, right, where it was about a boy called Freddy. No, not Freddy Fazbear. It's oh, here's a good tip. Whenever you're drawing hair, make the hairline first before you start making hair. You'll thank me later. Anyway, so like there was this book series called Ready Freddy. And it's about this little kid with a bowl cut. I thought he was so freaking funny. I don't even know. I don't even remember if I thought he was funny per se. I just liked the books because the guy who like illustrated and wrote the books, his initials, I forgot what his actual name is, but I know his initials were Finn. And Freddy the little boy with the bowl cut, was obsessed with sharks. He had shark bed sheets, he had shark plushies, you know what I mean? So like the author's name, his initials were Finn. That's cool. But what's even cooler, right, is that in all the illustrations, that are on like every 5 pages, there was a secret like F-I-N, like Finn, written into the background. So like this was a thing he did a lot. Like if there was grass and there like grass everywhere, sometimes the grass would say like F I. You know what I mean? See the Finn right here? And I just thought that was super freaking cool. I've never seen another book do that. And so I would say, but Dad, I want a book. And he'd be like, oh, do you want to read? And I was like, yeah. And so you got me the book, and I would look at all the pictures. I didn't care about the story at all. The stories, now I think about it, are really mundane. I didn't care about it. Like there's like this bully character, looked like a weirdo. Anyway, and I remember I'll say one episode, one story. The bully sat on his sandwich, and he said, "Oh, is this your sandwich?" or something like that. I said, haha. And it wasn't like it was a cartoony style, but it was very American cartoony style at the time. So where it was like kind of like you know, now I think about it, like it's kind of like a gross style to where I'm like you know what I mean? Maybe I'm just biased because I don't know. I find like people have like, yeah, I have nostalgia too with certain things like video games, you know what I mean? But when it comes to like art I saw as a little kid, now when I look back at it, I'm like, ew. Not only like art that I drew, but just art that I saw that I thought was pretty good at the time. I'm having trouble with this hair, by the way. Actually, I think that'd be cool if his hair was kind of experiment. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, art at the time, like I thought was very cool. Looking back now, like some styles are really unappealing. Like, it's a very unpopular opinion, but I find old styles like of the internet really unappealing. You know what I mean? People are, dude, there's nothing like it nowadays. I'm like, yeah, yeah, because a lot of people have improved since then. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, like, I love, um, I love Newgrounds. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I feel it's been so overdone. I've seen it like in school, even to like last year. I saw people in school like drawing like these fucking. That's not a dick, I promise. Yeah, I mean, I get it, it's stylized to be like to be what it is. I know Friday Night Funkin'. I was about to say it's a Friday Night Funkin' style, but Friday Night Funkin' is started off as a Newgrounds game, so like. Yeah, it's like the new. I feel it's like the Newgrounds style, and it just puts me off. Like Pico, I don't like the way he looks. It's a very unpopular opinion, I know. I'm probably gonna be crucified later on in life, but for now, it'll be put on this channel that no one sees, and I'm content with that. For now, at least. I'm probably gonna, yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna be crucified in like 10 years time when my friend finds this video or something. But what's it called? There, there's a lot of styles that I think are like when people say, "Oh, it's like," I don't know. I feel like people like lie to themselves a lot about art styles. You know what I mean? Because yeah, like it's an art style. You know, it's your own thing. But there's a lot of art styles that have like similar things. And that's okay. You know, and that's not what my problem is. My problem is some of them look very disgusting when they clash with each other. You know what I mean? Like they like if you have a simplistic art style, you need to be consistent with that. You know what I mean? Like if you have a very if you want to have a cute chibi kind of esque body, you can't have a realistic head on top. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, it just doesn't look right. And some things people try over detailing because they like what that looks like in people's styles, and they like they try mashing the styles together, but it just doesn't work. Like they'll put a Steven Universe mouth and Steven Universe head on like really detailed hair, and I feel it looks super unappealing. You know, like look at this. Hold on, I'll try making an example. Like, they always go for this is just a quick example. So it's not a good representation of them, but you know what I mean. I'm not calling out anyone in particular. I'm just saying like this style. Towards like that. Also, I feel this whole head bump thing. Like, yeah, like you can go like that, and that's kind of appealing. You know what I mean? But to where people are just like, that looks like Quagmire. You know what I mean? I feel some like even in some like official books I've read, like manga books I've read, they have the characters looking like this. It's like an angle like that, and I feel it looks like there's like a bone in their cheek or something. You know, I thought Chibi was supposed to be like squishy and cute and whatever. That looks like they have a bone in their cheek. It's scary to me. Anyway, we'll go with this one, right? It's a little bit more appealing. But I'm talking like they have like the most detailed, and they always draw the hair the same to where it's like you can see every strand. You know what I mean? It's a very clashing thing. I'm simplifying it too much. But the one I'm talking about is where it's like it's very hyper detailed, but you can tell they've never done hyper detail on stuff before, so it comes out looking very scratchy and weird. Also, very huge red flag for me when it comes to people's arts. I can't believe I'm just being a bully this episode. It's my first one too. Anyway, is when people draw X's in their ears like that. That is a huge red flag for me. Me personally, I'm not saying that if you draw your ears like that, that you are inherently a dickhead. but I've met a lot of people online and in person who draw their ears like that and who are in fact a dickhead. You know what I mean? So maybe I'm just biased to that. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Let me be biased. Um, it's weird. You ever have like this feeling that you are when you're talking to somebody like who you have a huge respect for, and you kind of start shaking a little bit. You know what I mean? You don't want to make it look like you're shaking, but you're just like, oh hey, it's you, and then you're just like shaking really hard. That's what's happening right now. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm literally just talking to my computer and whoever's listening to this in the future. But I don't know. I feel intimidated by that almost, and I could almost see somebody saying like, hey, that's because you're saying you said there was a bunch of like not controversial but kind of mean shit. But I feel it's good to get out of the way first. You know what I mean? Get all the hatred out first, then we can talk. Then we can be buddies, jam. I'm still like weirded out by this guy's art, not art style, but like I was saying art style too much. I meant hairstyle. I think I'm gonna give him Old Reliable, in which case like is a slick back type hairstyle, and Old Reliable. You have to have like a little toolbox of like reliable things, like the way you draw arms, the way you draw heads. You know what I mean? Like I said before, my Old Reliable is this like chic thing, and right now Old Reliable is asking for slick back hair. So that'd be a cool name for a character, Old Reliable, and they're like an old dude, and they're like a hitman or whatever. That'd be cool. Yeah. How are you doing? I like how I was talking about drawing fast, and then I took 20 years on the hair. But that's the thing, right? The drawing fast rule with me can like stop if I'm enjoying the way the person looks at that moment. And I like the way this guy looks right now. You know what I mean? So, oh goodness, I wish I could use the fill tool to sketch to fill in like this art stuff. I mean art stuff, whatever the hell this is, the sketching. I wish I could, but by the way, I don't call this. I call everything a doodle sketch. It's all one word for me. But it's like the drawing for me, as you can probably tell already, the drawing for me is the sketch. You know what I mean? Like what I sketch out is usually the final piece. You know what I mean? I don't have like a sketch layer or anything. I leave it as is. I know it's a horrible thing to do, because it's really good to see like if you mess up, you can go back and like say, okay, I like my sketch there, I can keep it as is. But this is like, unless you make a copy of it, like every once in a while, I do that sometimes when I'm editing, like what I want the line art to look like, but like, or a different pose or whatever. But yeah, I don't usually do that, so it can really mess up the drawing permanently, because you can only backspace so far. I wonder if that's like, I know like real muscles don't do that, but it looks cool. What am I saying? I don't have muscle. I wouldn't know. Blind. Very dehydrated muscle look. Very wired look, huh? That's a word I learned recently. Wired instead of like when you're very like skinny, but very chiseled in the sense of where you like, you know, you can see the high definition muscles. I heard that's called wired. My dad told me about me. Yeah. Can't get this thing right. Okay, so the collarbone's right there. Little thing right there. One thing I learned about drawing, not even just buff dude, just drawing like kind of people who are somewhat masculine, somewhat muscular, God, is they have like, you know, they have muscles right here, and the muscle goes down, and it goes down, and it goes down to the shoulder. You know what I mean? I like doing like busts like this. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun thing to do for a first kind of talking to you guys, you know what I mean? So yeah, I by the way, I don't expect this video to get like 1 billion views. You know what I mean? I'm not really doing this for the views, man. Honestly, I'm just doing it as a time capsule, cause like it's like I see my old channel, which I'll probably talk about later in the future. But I see my old channel, I talked on there, you know what I mean? I see my even older channel, I talked on there, and I just wish I did more talking, you know what I mean? I wish I was like, hey, this is going on today, so I can be like, oh yeah, that happened, because I have a horrible memory. I don't know why, but I just do. But, what's it called? So, I feel, right, let's give this guy facial hair, I want to read this, but I feel, right, if I do that, then I won't have as many regrets as far as, like, hey, ah man, I should record the video back then, or when am I gonna start? When am I gonna start? So I'm just gonna say fuck it and just start now. You know what I mean? I used to record a lot, but not a lot, not too much, but I never really made it like what I did. I think it'd be fun if I just started doing it now, you know, without even caring about repercussions. I mean, I should, of course. Listen, I'm not gonna be like, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say some horrible, awful shit. I'm just gonna say what's on my mind, and if I think it's not good, then I'll edit it out. You know what I mean? Because I have the power to do so. Let's give this guy more of a jawline. And, that's better. I also like the hair on the side right here, on the side of the bait. Oh, but yeah, I think I almost contradicted myself. Okay. So, as you can see, I still use the layers, I just don't make a sketch layer, you know what I mean? Yeah, just to clarify, I still use layers, I just don't really use a sketch layer at all. Because, I don't know, I feel like, even with my characters, like my OCs, my original characters, dude, like, I feel like it's just very, very boring to draw the same character over and over again. Like, I love my characters, you know what I mean? They look so fun to me, you know what I mean? And that's not tooting my own horn, I think it's good to like your own characters, you know what I mean? I like them, I like the way they look. Some of them I even have a story for, you know what I mean? And I don't know where that's gonna go. You know, it's probably not gonna go anywhere, it's gonna be a little idea in my head, but still it's fun to think about. And but that's the thing, right? I have this thing where I don't like drawing the same character over and over again. To where the point where I pretty much the max I'll draw a single character, is like 3 times. Other than that, it's like forcing myself to draw them again. And it's not fun anymore. But then I stopped drawing that character and make a new one. So I love making characters, but like, for instance, this guy, I don't know who this is. I've never met this man in my life. Who are you? You know what I mean? Like, a hair in my mouth. Ew. Yeah, I've never met this guy. I don't know who this guy is. He's a new guy. I like him. I like his features. I'm probably not gonna have a name, backstory, anything for him. Maybe I will. Who knows? But yeah. I just get I get bored really fast. I know it's a horrible thing to do, horrible habit. But I get bored really fast, and if I'm not constantly making what in my head is a new idea, then I can't do it, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll just straight up shut down and I won't draw for like months. And it was way different in my back then, because back then being like 6 years ago or 5, whatever, I would draw literally every day. And yeah, that probably helped me gain some more skill, but I feel like it made me have this precedent to where it's like I have to draw every day. And if I break the streak, bad things will happen. I don't know what bad things, I just felt like bad things would happen. Anyway, I felt like my life was gonna go downhill, like my drawing style would go down, And yeah, of course, like if you don't draw for a while, you're going to be the same as if you were practicing for years. You know what I mean? Straight. At the same time, if you're practicing for years straight, either one of two things has happened, right? You learn how to how to draw just freely without even like pressuring yourself, or you're pressuring yourself to draw, and it's not fun anymore. And that's what I feared the most, of not getting any enjoyment out of drawing again. It's scary, you know what I mean? It happens, even to me. You know what I mean? I get burnt out. Everyone does. But now I just kind of, if I don't feel like drawing, I just straight up go and draw for like half a year, and then I'll go back into drawing. Like right now, I'm in kind of somewhat of a drawing kick, to where it's like I've been drawing like 8 things a day, posting them. Like yeah, I draw very fast. You know what I mean? And so all my things look very sketchy. I don't really have quote unquote finished pieces, but I consider this like almost finished. I just got the color one layer on it, and I feel like this is good. Yeah. I like doing this floaty hair, kind of beeswax one, but ooh, okay, he's kind of nude. I noticed. So let's give him little Under Armour. I don't want to call it a wife beater because I don't know, it's a weird thing to call a garment of clothing. But it's also weird to call it a garment of clothing. What am I saying? Still, uh, undershirt, right? No, is it? Because that undershirt could like implies it's a shirt, right? I mean, this is technically a shirt, right? I don't know. Maybe one day people will correct me on that. Hopefully, if you know what it is, please tell me what it is. A wife beater. Anyway, this guy looks very smug. I like him. You're like, you really want me to do that? And something people don't do, they leave it smooth skin. They wait to texture when they paint. But people like me, we don't paint often, so if you're gonna add texture, you better do it now, either with lines or dots. I'm not saying stippling really, just like little, either acne or just like little dots. Give it not depth, but like I don't know. Because look, okay, here's another thing, right? I see his nose looks flat. I troubleshooting. I'm thinking like, hey, what can I do? Just like. And I've made like quote unquote art tutorials back when I didn't have an art style back then. I know, like, what can you say? Like, you don't have an art style, it's me to say, but like, it's true. Like, I look back at my learn, like, there's nothing. You know what I mean? It's a modge of stuff, and that's okay. It's okay that when you start off to have a blob of styles you've seen before. That's just what it is. But it's the fact that some people just don't grow out of it is what bothers me, I guess. But like. I drew, and I'm so confident in myself that I made tutorials on how to draw, like, certain things, not like faces, maybe it was faces, I don't remember, I'll have to look back, but, yeah, it was very weird to, like, it's like a very, it's like, it was like someone learning to drive for the first time, and then them being like, guys, listen, here's how you drive, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't know anything about this, you just started, you know what I mean? So, it's funny. It doesn't make me, I don't care who you are, it's funny. I know I'm gonna probably regret half the things I'm saying, not because of, like, in terms of, like, oh, I shouldn't have said it because it's so rude, or so, like, not funny, or so, like, I don't know, just common things to people that regret. I feel I'm gonna regret this purely for my voice being in it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I find like listening back to my voice very cringy. That's why because I make music now sometimes. I used to make music a lot back in 2018. But I've started doing the goosetime thing back again. Check it out on my Instagram or on Snapchat. Oh wait, hold on. What the hell? Why is it Snapchat? I don't use Snapchat. Well, I have it, but I don't really use it. But on SoundCloud, I guess the S has confused me. Whatever. Um, I started my SoundCloud today, actually. Well, I didn't start it today, but I started putting music on there today. It's fun. A little cage. It's having a little elf ears right now, so let's fix that. Nothing wrong. No shade to elf ears, just not what I'm going for right now. Okay. You know what? I'm probably gonna put music in the background of this, and you're probably hearing it right now, actually, if I edit it right. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. I think okay. I think I want to put the hair coming over his ear and coming back here, but just to test, I'm gonna put on a new layer. Kinda think about how it would work. I don't know. It's looking a bit too much like a helmet right now. Cause I want its features. Nah, it's not working for me. I'm out. Wait, what? What happened? Excuse me? Okay. I accidentally merged layers. I merged the layers. See that? What I just did? I know I'm gonna regret that, what I just said just now. I don't know, I should probably just own it, whatever. Like, what? Oh, there's another thing I want to try doing, okay? So in my style, right, I see people, like, doing this thing where they put the under of the eyelid. Either they do it in, like, when they highlight the drawing, which I rarely put shading and highlight in my drawing anyway, so I think everything I gotta do is into line art. They make it to where you can see, like, the meat. You know, the meat in between, like, the eyelid and the eyelash. It's like doo 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 doo. Okay. Looks alright, I like it. He's very... What was his name again? What did I say? Something geezer, right? It was an old man pun, I think. No, I don't want that. I'm thinking of what shapes make his eyes. I'm thinking like triangles like that would be good. Okay. Now on to coloring, I guess. So what I do for coloring, right, is not too complicated at all. As you can tell, my style isn't very complicated, as is. I like it like that. So I just pick a warm color. I like warm tones. Sue me. And I'm thinking that's too much of an actual skin tone, you know what I mean? I like unrealistic kind of, you know, come on, don't act like you don't know. Cause you know. That looks fun, I like that. I can get down, I am so down for this. And I like coloring the eyes, like, with the skin. You know what I mean? I know it kind of might make it look lazy, but I think it looks nice. Because like whenever I make the eyes like different colors, I have to. I don't know. I feel like I even do it with clothes. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll just make a whole character like green. You know what I mean? And I'll just leave him like that. Just the whole character, including his clothes, his skin, his eyes, his mouth, his teeth, everything that is him is green. And I think that's really fun. You know what I mean? Like, look at this. You can tell that he's wearing like a white beater or whatever, but undershirt. But like, you can tell it's like he's all one color. It's so fun. I like it. And then for backgrounds, I like the way I just do big blobs for backgrounds. What I'm saying, but I like the way that he is kind of And yellow. It's a fun yellow. Pick it, edit it a little bit. Get the pencil tool. I don't even know if I'm gonna promote this video on Instagram. So I post most of my art, you know what I mean? That's what I've been doing. Mix it better. Make it bigger. Now, this guy, because the orange is making it feel like he's fading into him. I don't want that kind of feeling. So what if I get my pen tool, make everything like, that's the problem. Okay, it's the same type of like thing. Yeah, it's very descriptive, but like maybe darker than what he is. Ooh, that could be cool. And then I'll go to Protect Alpha. I don't know why it's called Protect Alpha. Like, why on earth it's called Protect Alpha? I think it's funny to think about. Like, dude, I'm a freaking alpha. You better protect me, though. It's funny to think about. And well, clipping and pencil. Nope, too small. Yeah, I just want like not a vignette per se, but I do want like to be shadow around them, where it's like going inward. There we go. Boom, bada, boom. And then I'll just kind of erase a little bit to give it kind of like, I wouldn't say the illusion of shading. It's kind of basically just is shading, but a little bit in reverse. You know what I mean? Not in reverse. Well, kind of, yeah, in reverse, because I'm not necessarily shading. I'm just highlighting from the shading. I'm just erasing what was there. Wasn't too bad. Nothing too complex. Just having a good time. It's all about having a good time. And oh yeah, I forgot to do the lips. I like making lips. Okay. Everybody has lips. Some people feel uncomfortable for some reason giving dudes lips. I'm like, dude, come on. Dude's got lips. Give him lips. Okay. Is the bottom lip? No, it's not bottom lip. Top lip for sure. Top lip is a go. Top lip is a go. Huh. It's a weird shade of kind of brownish. I Protect Alpha doesn't erase this, so. Too red. Too dark. Again too red. Again too dark. Maybe I can live with the dark. I can live with the darkness. Just kind of lighten it up a little bit. Okay, I can see that works. And then I'd get my mix tool, because that's a bit too hard of a line right here. So I can go back. But oh, okay, I see. I'm learning. Okay. That's fun. A little mix of like hard lines and like soft lines. It's fun. I like that variation. It's all good in the hood. Pen. I want that color. Go right there. There we go. Looks fun, I like it already. Okay. Feels fun. That looks good. I like that. Maybe some would disagree. Maybe some would agree. Hello. That's your opinion. Dude, it's so freaking good to have your own opinion. Dude, many people don't even have it nowadays. Dude, they all like follow sheep. Dude, the wolf in the pack, dude. It's on the alpha. Play a shit ton of Minecraft. Have I talked about? I don't think I've talked about that. I play an unhealthy amount of Minecraft. I'll be honest, it's kind of an addiction, but it's a really fun one. So, oops. Okay. Woo! Get away. Okay. So, big picture looks good. Actually, I want more darker shadows in his face. The ear looks bruised, so I'll just darken the inside of it like that. And what? Oh yeah! Okay, what if I just let's see what happens. Oh, let me do this on a new layer. It's on my shading layer. This has all been on my shading layer. Very scary. My shading layer. Welcome to my shitting lair. I shit everywhere. That's pretty cool. I like the fact you shit. I like that. That rocks. Okay. Okay, I want a little bit of shading right there. Man, I'm been so hypocritical today. I've been saying like I take so I'm freaking fast, bro. But I'm just it's been a while already. You know, too long. Almost bored with it, but it's alright. I'll stick it out. I'm thinking, right? Because I'm at this point where I'm like, hey, I like the drawing. Should I do highlights? But that's the thing. I don't know why I ask myself that question always, because I don't know how to do highlights. And whenever I draw highlights, it just looks just nasty. Nasty. We don't like it. And a little finishing touch to add some grain to it because it looks too smooth right now to be anything. Go to the top layer, make a new one. Filter. You can't see any of this probably, but I'm going to filter. Oh yeah, okay. Gotta change one of my colors to really dark. So probably like that one. Yeah, dark black. Yeah, just do black. Mixed with a, let's do a reddish type color. That could be cool. Let's see. So I'm pressing filter, sand. It gets this, and you're at first like, what? But then you pick overlay, and it's like, what? You kind of see something in there, dude. It's like alive, dude. And it gives it a little grit to it. You know what I mean? And you can just keep doing this with more colors. I want like a lighter color. I want that black to be like a brown. And go to filter, sand. Oh, whoops! I just did it on the same layer, so it didn't even layer. Okay, filter, sand, and then overlay. Let's get rid of this one because this one looks pretty ugly. Now I like it, right? But, big but, I only like
background. But I do want them to have texture, you know what I mean? So I might do something really stupid and complicated. And that is... man, that's so hard. Or, you know what, just keep it like that. And I'll change the background. This is the background layer, right? Beep, beep. Yeah, okay. You know what, that could be good. What did I do over here? Why is it like that? Yeah, that could be good. I like it. Alrighty. I just want to say I know I'm probably gonna edit this down, maybe not, I don't know. It's been 46.5 seconds currently at this moment right now, okay. And I just want to say thank you for, coming on this adventure with me, man. Through life. Yeah, thank you. Consider smashing that freaking like button, subscribing, or even just looking at the video again. That'd be fun. We talk again about everything we've talked about, but again. Alright, see ya.